She jealous.
Black and white?
No, baby, that isn't
Never got no motion, I just never got no action. Bitch, I'm all about me passion. Music, money, and fashion.
Within the first minutes, it becomes clear that Goddard is not presenting images, but is declaring a stance. Paris sheds its glamorous costume and appears stripped, unapologetic, as though the city finally stopped pretending. The monochrome palette accomplishes two things: removes decorative distraction, leaving only essence, and reveals the fantasy of gangster charisma that the protagonist tries to claim. The ambition echoes Bogart, yet the lens exposes the imitation with cool precision, turning aspiration into commentary. Darling, legends invent themselves. Admirers merely echo someone else's pose. Mirrors everywhere, and then Mr. Winnicott enters. Reflective surfaces become arenas of self-persuasion. Every gesture feels rehearsed. Every glance, a proclamation. The pursuit is not depth, but confirmation of an invented version of the self. This is where Donald Winnicott's concept of the false self becomes relevant, an identity shaped for applause when inner substance feels insufficient. Life stops unfolding naturally and transforms into performance. What stands before the viewer resembles not a person, but a character from his own advertisement, convinced that attention holds greater value than authenticity. The editing behaves like caffeine in cinematic form. The narrative does not progress, it lunges. The montage resists order, as though allergic to patience. One abrupt transition. Another follows. A third arrives, too sharp to respect tradition. This technique transfers internal agitation directly onto the screen. Shots collide as if thoughts race against one another, unable to settle into conclusion. Viewing Breathless feels like riding a stream of impulses, where the search for meaning competes with momentum that refuses to slow down. The anti-hero ending and the moment the myth evaporates. The ambition appears simple, become memorable, become significant, become iconic. Reality proceeds in the opposite direction, dismantling the aspiration from within. The final moments do not aspire to tragedy. They feel like exposure, a quiet unmasking that reveals vacancy beneath posture. The attempt to elevate existence into cinematic grandeur collapses because art acknowledges sincerity, not imitation. What disappears in the end is not a body, but the invented persona that once held everything together. In conclusion, Breathless refuses the comfort of convention. The film operates as a provocation aimed at established cinema, discarding narrative obedience, mocking polished archetypes, rejecting the idea that films must respect inherited rules. Goddard does not request permission to reshape the medium. He proceeds as though the transformation was inevitable. Cut to black.